But the way a typical room is, all bed bugs go. They're introduced to your house are going to go directly to the bedrooms. Of course, they can get established in the couches as well, and sofa in the living room area if you're staying there for long periods of time, and they'll end up searching you out on those couches, especially if you have a pull-out and you have people doing sleepovers. And also if you're bringing in infested items, gym bags or coats, you put your coats like after a party, or that's where you set your suitcase, and the bed bug can get established onto the couch. But usually my model to show people how I treat for bed bugs and all the spaces where bed bugs can hide. I like to use a bedroom as a model, because that's very typical, and that's where they're going to usually start biting you and go. Eventually they all will go there and then start establishing themselves. And when they start expanding and going into different rooms, which I'll explain, I usually would explain that in a consultation, because we found this out from case studies and over time, and doing investigations on other jobs, and also all my hundreds of bed bug job experiences, talking to customers, and then when I do the treatments, I see how they got established from room to room, and it tells a story. So I pretty much was able to put all these statistics together in memory and my experiences to come up with really pretty factual statements. But the typical room, hopefully we could see this. Is really, the backlight's pretty bright, so I don't know what the video is going to really pick up on this. I wish I could darken it down a little bit more, but I wasn't prepared. But here's the bed. Your bed frame, footboard, and headboard. Of course, that's the first place you would expect to see bed bugs, but forget about the inspection part. Let's say everything was prepared. So if you go to my website at newjerseypest.com, that's one of our websites, and then you can go into a prep sheet, how to prepare for bed bugs before you do any kind of treatment. You have to be already ready, because we're going to use a pesticide application, which is, it's pretty solid. Another video I did go over this formulation that I use. That's one of the top questions people ask. Well, what makes you better when you apply pesticides versus the other methods of treatment that are available? We offer all different kinds of treatments, but for a single family home, pesticide with a long lasting residual time that keeps killing over months, with less application as possible, very, very thorough. Takes less application. The stronger the product's put down, the more thorough, the less applications you're going to need. So when you're doing this kind of important kind of treatment, you need everything treated that bed bugs can be hiding or running across. And you want to have that there for the bed bugs, so you can quickly knock them down. You just don't want to just bed. So you want to have everything prepared. Closets, your bed dressers, nightstand, everything on the walls in the bedroom should be removed. And then, because we need to treat behind the picture frames. They hide behind those picture frames too. All right, you can see all the cracks and crevices and grooves. Anywhere about 5 feet from the bed, you need to treat those picture frames. And posters. A lot of kids have posters on the walls held in by thumbtacks or tape. You need to take all this stuff off the walls. Kids like to hang stuff on the walls. So bed bugs go right behind the calendars and posters and pictures and all kinds of stuff that's hanging up there. Trophies. Everything needs to come down. But the bed bug preparation doesn't tell you about that. I do need to make it I just tell that over the phone. Just take everything off the walls. Because like if I go there and things are on the walls, I can easily take them down myself. So it's not a big deal. But we want to avoid pesticide. We want to get a nice, thorough treatment from the get-go and not worry about moving stuff around. You need to have it prepared. Do your part. That's cooperation by the customer. And I can discuss with you further how to prepare, how to bag it up or what to box up. You don't need to go crazy. The only thing you need to really wash is everything that's on the bed. Anything that's on the bed or underneath the bed would be the only thing you need to wash and dry, really. And I'll explain why. You don't have to wash everything that's in your dressers, drawers, in your closets. I'll explain that. All these other companies tell you you need to wash and dry everything, even the curtains, you know. So I'd say on this one, I'd say strip your beds, put everything that was on your bed, put it in the garbage bag, heavy duty, Mil-3 plastic, so it'll seal up, because you're not going to take it to the laundry right away. You're going to be doing all this other prep work, so you need to make sure everything that was on the bed be sealed up, tied up tight. Sometimes you can double bag it to make sure whatever was on the comforter and fitted sheet and skirt, any bed bug eggs or whatever, you don't want to spread that. So you want to get those bagged up and mark that for laundry, or everything else. Pillows as well, and everything else you can bag up or put in boxes, but you don't have to worry about those washing, because what we really need to do. The reason why I tell you need to take everything out is not to wash it, but it is to we can get access to the furniture, which would be the armoire where you keep the television and towels, dresser, nightstand. But you need to bag up or box up like your items, the clock radios, with the lamps you can keep there. I'm going to treat the bases. We're going to treat the bases, and we're going to unplug the lamps. Anything electronic, we're going to unplug. Your dresser, you need to take everything out of the dresser drawers. So I can pull the drawers out, treat the drawers, back and front and sides, and then treat the cabinet inside and behind the mirror. So I like to pull everything back so we can get behind the furniture, pull everything from the walls about a foot, so we can treat the back of the headboard, back of the dresser, and nightstands and armoire, and then treat the baseboards and everything else back there, because you got recessed screws and stuff. When they put these cabinets together, they got these recessed screws into the wood, and bed bugs will hide right in there. I have some videos showing bed bugs hiding in the little countersunk screw holes. So when we come in here and start treating everything, treat the bottoms of the dressers. Plus, they'll be empty. So, if need be, if you need to turn them on their side to treat underneath, if they don't have access underneath, and I can't get that spray wand under there to spray up on the bottom, I have to tip that on the side. So you don't want to have anything in these dressers. Around the window frames, we treat the junctures, the corners, and the edges of the walls, where the junctures, corners, edges, wall ceiling juncture, floor ceiling juncture, baseboards, the surface beneath the bed, the carpet or floor beneath the bed. Treat all that, because when the bed bugs start dying off, usually they can still lay eggs as they're dying. So you want to treat the surface part of the floor under the bed. We don't treat the whole floor surface, just rugs. You need to treat underneath the throw rugs, because bed bugs will go underneath your decorative rugs. And picture frames and radiators, baseboard heaters, very common. Go right behind those. Have to spray behind that. This is all water-based product. This formulation that I put together that lasts a long time. It's microencapsulated formulation where it releases over time, so you have 100% strength for 90 days. We give a 90-day guarantee when we do a full service, when we do a full house or a full apartment unit or a townhouse or condo, where you're doing all floors. If it's 2-floor unit, if it has a basement, you need to treat the basement, where you do your laundry. And everything should take, after everything's treated in that room, about an hour and a half, 2 hours dry time. And you can re-enter that room and start putting everything back. And I'll explain that. That's another thing that companies tell you, that you need to keep everything bagged up and don't put anything back until the process of multi-service process has been completed, which could take up to 6 weeks. But in our service, after you do the clean out and treat all the furniture inside the cabinets, everything's treated, has a residual in there already. Once it dries, you can put everything back. Just like you would do a cockroach treatment. You treat all the cabinets and drawers and shelving. After all that dries, you don't keep the dishes out for a month, and you put everything back, don't you? you wipe down the shelving or whatever after you do a cockroach service, and you put everything back. So the same thing with bed bugs. It applies. So if any bed bugs happen to be in any items when you did the preparation, they're going to come out of the. If there's any few that happen to be in the stuff that you bagged up, that wasn't for laundry. Say there was in this clock radio, there's a few bed bugs hiding in this unit, and of course you didn't treat it. Well, they're not going to stay in that clock radio. They're not going to stay in that alarm clock. They're going to come out and try to get established in the furniture again, and try to get established on the bed or in the structure, and they're going to come in contact with the residual pesticide that was put down. So the problem will take care of itself. Once you put everything back, the bed bugs are going to, they're familiar with that room that they were in, and they're going to go get established in unknown spots. That's how they've been feeding on you. So, and they'll come in contact wherever they go, whatever direction they sit and try to hide. All these little grooves and edges of the furniture, where they hide during the day, they'll come into contact with the residual. Or at night when they come to feed on you, if they go back to the clock, every day they're gonna come in contact with the pesticide that was put down. It's gonna work. It's gonna have we give a guarantee